trip. And this one I'm going to focus on the hotel rooms because they were so amazing. Can't really call them hotel rooms. They're really resorts. They're not in any order because there are just so many. We saw like 9 of them, all Charisma properties except for Breathless. All of the rooms are practically all suites. The smallest suites at the resorts usually have room for a king-size bed and a nice spa bathroom like this one, and that's all. They have outdoor balconies, almost all of them. The swim-out suites are huge. That's an outdoor shower that's actually in one of the honeymoon suites. It was pretty cool. All of them, like I said, this bathroom looks like it's right close to your bed, but there's actually a disappearing wall that you can pull between there if you want some privacy in the spa bathtub. Jacuzzi tubs on the patios are very common. A lot of the suites actually had a jacuzzi tub in the hotel room and in the balcony, and some of them had only one or the other. Again, the swim out suites, they're very common on the first floor. Higher floors have the balconies, usually have a jacuzzi tub on them to make up for it. Bottom floor, ground floor usually has the swim out suite. This one does too. This is a double suite, so it has a huge balcony. The tubs vary from they call it a soaking tub, to ones that actually have the jacuzzi nozzles for the air, for the pressure. So if that matters to you, be sure you ask what kind of tub is in the resorts, because the jacuzzis are kind of going down and the soaking tubs are becoming more popular. So like I said, if it matters to you, make sure that your travel agent, me of course, make sure what kind of tub is in the hotel, and then you can help choose by then. All of the beds are very luxurious. I loved the swim out suites. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I could lay there all day. So the swim out suites can be different. Some of them just swim out to like this little lazy river kind of place, and then some of them actually connect through the lazy river into the main resort pool. So you can check into that too. That's something I never considered, where the swim out suites go to. We saw a lot of families enjoying those because mom and dad could lay on the chase lounge and relax and watch the kids play in the water right there. So those were really popular with families. This is a great tour of the room that was toddler friendly, and I'll show you more about that later, but I thought that was cool. This poor young man was trying to explain to us how you could order anything you wanted and have it within a few hours, definitely within 24 hours. The main thing all the Americans were asking questions about was the amazing bar, and I think I'm going to show you a shot of it. Look at this. It has all the rum, all gin, all the different drinks in a pouring spout at the top. And so it's like the never-ending bar. And, of course, all the Americans were like, man, how could you drink all that booze? And then, of course, the question came up, what happens if it runs out? So the answer to that was, well, then you just call the butler and get some more. And this young man was wonderful. As you can see, I'm trying my best to get some shots of the room. There were a lot of us in one room, so it was hard to get an actual mirror. I was entranced by the rainhead shower heads. I thought those were really cool. And almost every room had the toilet, or the water closet, I guess you'd call it, separate. So that was nice for privacy. And as you can see, there were a lot of travel agents in the room. So, getting through, that's my husband trying to talk, and he loves accents, so he's trying to figure out what country the gentleman was from. Interestingly enough, a lot of the hotel staff that we met were not Jamaican. They were from all over the world. This is the balcony of that suite. You can kind of hear the people in the pool playing. Which is why a lot of the balconies have the closing doors. You can sit out there and enjoy the noise, or you can close the door and enjoy quiet. And I could have shown you views from all of the rooms because they're all fantastic. But I think, you get the idea that all of these suites above ground floor have incredible, incredible views. There's the living area. That's the main difference in the size of the suites, whether or not you have a living area. There are, they're all suites, but there are junior suites, and they have all different names. Presidential suite, princess suite. There's the booze cabinet that everyone is passing by.
You can get a good idea that this is also, a nice size space as well. I'm just going to show you some of the features for the rooms as well. One is with it's all technologically, well, technology is the feature of the room. It is all remote access and you use your app. So that's the blinds, that's the television. It can control anything apart from the partner that you're traveling with. That's the only feature. That's
a real expensive upgrade.
But I'm sure at additional cost we can try. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to work the. Alright, one moment, it's loading.
So do you download the app on your phone or do you just use the tablet?
Use a tablet.
So that's provided.
Yes, all the rooms have
Oh, okay. Because they touched it.
Wow, sorry.
Oh, that's okay, guys. It's COVID.
There we go.
Alright, let me fix this. Just so. Alright, guys. Usually it opens.
Yeah, we understand.
Yes, no worries.
Humans were pulling on it.
Yeah.
We thought we were helping.
No, that's no worries.
Right.
My question is,
There we go.
It was going.
This is what happens when you have too many travel agents in a room. She was trying to show us how the tablet makes the blinds and the curtains move, and one of the girls grabbed the curtain to help it.
here's what happens in technology.
This is another view of a room. I tried to, you can tell that when we go on these trips, we're trying to capture everything so that we can actually show our clients, this is what your room will look like. I know that there are videos all over the internet on different rooms, but these are current and these are actually in the hotel. So I think there's value to that. And I also think that me seeing the varieties of rooms really helps me as a travel agent because I can get a feel for who I think would enjoy this kind of room. And even though they all have a lot of the, similar, look at the swan, I love that. They all have a lot of similarities. There are enough differences that a different person would enjoy this other room. Like I said, the soaking tub versus the jacuzzi tub. I would never have thought to ask about that. The swim out suites. Okay, so what kind of swim out suite is it? Where does it lead to? How deep is it? All those kinds of questions. How big is the patio? Will I be sharing it with anyone? Are there chase lounges? And the tablet thing is really cool. I think 2 of the resorts have gone to that, where they actually have a tablet in the room, and that you carry that with you and you connect it to everything. You can check in, you can check out, you can order room service, you can, and some of them control the lighting in the room. You can control the blinds, as you saw. And there's our breathless wall art. We actually had one of the agents ask if they could change the wall art, but they didn't want to look at that 50 Shades of Grey. This, I think, is so cool. One of the suites that we saw was called a toddler inclusive, and it came with bottle warmers, bottle sterilizers, changing tables, and little baby toddler bathrobes. It was adorable. And they had Gerber baby food, so you don't have to bring anything, cribs. You don't have to bring anything with you. Just show up and you are all covered.